You got to slow down because you're talking so fast I can't understand you. I keep hearing all time, but that's all I'm getting.
You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. I'll have to sue the courthouse for 100-fold.
Mr. Goodman, I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, sir. If you're here on the
you got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. My name is not those capital letters, so I'm an Israelite from the 12 tribes. So what I'm saying is I'm representing myself. That's all that needs to be said. I'm a human being. I'm a living man. I'm a living being. I'm not no cargo. I'm not none of that.
Unless you are a price on a can of beans, we don't need a barcode.
All right, guys, today's clip is an absolute heater. Judge Oakley is back, and once again, he's shutting down a sovereign citizen with zero patience for nonsense. This guy's in court for assaulting his girlfriend and still has the nerve to pull the usual sovereign citizen tricks? Like, seriously, when are they going to realize this stuff doesn't work? Judge Oakley, as always, handles it better than anyone else out there. While watching, take a guess. What do you think this guy's IQ is? Because it's not looking good. Let's dive into the chaos and see how this hearing plays out.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on Goodman?
Well, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman asked me to tell you that the prosecutor in this case has no power of attorney over him. He's an Israelite. There's no grounds under the bar code. This matter should be dismissed. I believe he may want to represent himself. You may ask for some clarification if you talk to Mr. Goodman, but that's what he told me to tell you.
Thank you. Mr. Goodman, are you requesting that you represent yourself on this matter? You're muted, Mr. Goodman.
What I'm saying is nobody has power of attorney law over me through the barcode. I'm the beneficiary. My name is not those capital letters, so I'm an Israelite from the 12 tribes. So what I'm saying is I'm representing myself. That's all that needs to be said, because that's what the law is. I got common law jurisdiction. It's a non-violent crime. So I push for it to be dismissed under the barcode.
Well, it's not going to be dismissed today. So simple question. Are you representing yourself from this point forward? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm counseling myself.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, you're out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I said, are you planning on filing a motion, or would you like to set this case for trial?
I'm planning on filing a motion to dismissal because there's no grounds or no standing over my case, because nobody has power of attorney law to hear me, to even take this process even further. You got to prove that first. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me to hear this matter. Okay, I'm an Israelite.
You're saying, but you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. You don't have power of attorney law. The prosecutor don't have power of attorney law. You don't have power of attorney law. It's under the barcode.
Mr. Goodman, please do not interrupt me. I'm trying to be polite.
Okay, it's under the barcode, though. This is what you signed up to do. You're a public servant.
Right, unless you are a price on a can of beans, we don't need a barcode.
Yes, I am. I'm a human being. I'm not a deity. I'm a human being. I'm a living man. I'm a living being. I'm not no cargo. I'm not none of that. It's under the barcode. This is the real law.
Come here.
Yeah, no standing or no ground.
Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date for your motion.
I'm only here to threaten for a reason.
Pardon me?
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
Oh, so now this guy wants all his rights intact, even the imaginary ones, like some mythical right to drive without a license. That's not how any of this works. Driving is a privilege, not a right. That's just basic law. But here's the kicker. He's suddenly claiming to be an Israelite. Tell me I'm wrong. But this feels like a cheap way to dodge the sovereign citizen label, especially now that sovereign citizens have been classified as a domestic terror threat. It's just a little too convenient, right? Like he's inventing new identities to avoid accountability. Let me know what you guys think. But for now, let's get back into it.
I can't understand what you're saying. I think you're too close to your mic.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand you, so no, I don't agree. I hear you're something
okay,
all the time.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. I want all my rights intact to me all the time.
All right, I can't understand you. All right,
okay.
Are you still living on border? Are you still living on border? Mr. Goodman, are you still living on border?
Ashley, keep yourself muted, please. Your child keeps crying. Thank you.
No, I live somewhere else. I moved.
All right. Can you give me that address, please?
I stay at hotel rooms from time to time because I don't have no house right now. So I've been staying in hotel rooms.
Geographically, where are you at today?
Detroit, Michigan.
All right. So my next pretrial date is when, Heather?
It is March 8th.
All right. So Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date on March 8th to file a motion. You file a motion, we'll hear it on March 8th. That's going to be in person.
Motion for dismissal?
Whatever you want to file a motion. You said you wanted to file a motion. So I'm giving you a hearing date for your motion.
What time?
We'll schedule that at 10 a.m. and this is going to be live. No Zoom.
All right.
I'm having trouble
All right. I want all my rights and text me all the time.
Pardon?
I'm only here to threaten confusion. I just want all my rights and text me all the time. And everybody just got to prove that they got power of attorney law.
You got to slow down because you're talking so fast I can't understand you. I keep hearing all time, but that's all I'm getting.
Okay, what I'm saying is for the dismissal, I'm about to put it in today. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. I'm going to have to sue the courthouse for 100-fold.
Mr. Goodman, I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, sir. If you're here on the
you got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. You don't have power. I don't care what you're talking about. You got
attorney over you, Mr. Goodman.
Yes, you do. You need power of attorney law to talk to me. You ain't got no ground. You ain't no standing. You ain't got no ground to understand it. I got the affidavit of truth right here. I got authenticate birth certificate. I got a letter of intent over here right now. I broke all my contracts with the government. I'm not those capital letters. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. My name is Israel. I'm an Israelite. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. You don't got no power of attorney law over me. I'm pushing for dismissal. I'm suing your courthouse for 100-fold.
Here we go again. This sovereign citizen is threatening to sue the court for $100,000. Like, that's ever worked. Reality check. You can't sue the court for doing its job. These clowns clearly don't understand how the system works. Judges have something called judicial immunity, which protects them from lawsuits over decisions made on the bench. So every time one of these fools screams, "I'm suing you," it's just another epic waste of time. But what really gets me is how they always commit crimes, then suddenly act confused when they get caught. It's honestly terrifying. We might be witnessing one of the lowest collective IQ moments in American history. Anyway, don't go anywhere, because we're heading into his next hearing, where he's in jail because, shocker, he missed his own court date.
Try it again, counsel. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patricia Manning for the People, P84088.
All right. And Mr. Goodman, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Ms. Murphy, what are we doing on these files?
Judge, it's my understanding that Mr. Goodman has an appointment at the Forensic Center on January 31st. As Your Honor knows, he has pending cases in Frank Murphy. He went before Judge Michael Callahan yesterday. He was, his bond was reinstated with a tether. I believe Your Honor has put a 250, 10% bond on Mr. Goodman. You know, Your Honor, that I'm going to ask you to reduce that bond to something affordable.
All right, so I've got two files. One file's got that 250, 10% with a GPS tether. That would be the February 5, 2022 incident date. And then the other file, which is the misdemeanor file from May 10, 2019, he's just on a personal on that one with a GPS tether.
Right, and you know, Your Honor, that I don't represent him on the DV.
Right, right. But he finally does have a date for a forensic exam?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right. So you just want to adjourn the PCC?
Yes, Judge. And ask for a reduction in bond.
Thank you. And Mr. Goodman, have you talked to an attorney on the domestic violence case, or are you representing yourself on that one?
I have nobody to represent me. I think it was Langford or something was supposed to be my attorney. I'm not sure how it went south.
Okay. All right, counsel, go ahead and make your bond argument. But before you do, just so we're all on the same page, my notes say it's $25,000, 10%, no contact with complaining victim, and GPS tether. Is that your understanding?
So, Judge, I thought it was $250,000, 10%, 25,000.
I don't know what I just said, but my file says 250. Well, yeah, 250,000, 10%. Correct.
So Judge, I mean, obviously that's unaffordable. Mr. Goodman is not a man of means.
Who could have guessed, right? Just one look at this guy's face, and I'd bet he's got a grand total of 2 and a stale Tootsie Roll in his piggy bank. And surprise, surprise, the public defenders want nothing to do with him. Now, keep in mind, public defenders are legally required to take cases when someone can't afford a lawyer, but even they can refuse if the client is completely impossible to work with, or if there's a conflict of interest. So if they're backing away, you just know this dude is a walking disaster. And let's not forget, this isn't some traffic ticket we're talking about. He's facing a full-on domestic violence charge for assaulting his girlfriend. No amount of fake legal mumbo-jumbo is going to save him from that. Let's be real. This guy isn't just clueless. He's dangerous. Let's roll back in.
And his significant other just acquired new housing, Your Honor. They have a baby. Mr. Goodman needs to be there to assist with childcare responsibilities because both of them were working before Mr. Goodman was taken into custody. I know we've had some issues, Your Honor, with appearing in court. Mr. Goodman has had transportation issues with respect to getting to the forensic center, and that was his issue, Judge. The tether violation was simply a malfunction of equipment. So I would ask Your Honor to, and since they do not have means, Your Honor, I would ask Your Honor to reduce I'm asking Your Honor for a personal with the tether.
Response. And counsel, you don't have to jump up to talk to me. I know it's instinctive, but it's okay if you don't.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is instinctive. Your Honor, in this case, he is before us for a misdemeanor DV. I understand he does have some pending felonies. I understand he's on a GPS tether for the felonies. I believe at this time, the most important thing is that he remain on, or that if he is released, he remains on a GPS tether. So in this case, I would not object to a personal bond.
All right. Ms. Murphy, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where I don't care what the parties think, because I've got a long history. This building's got a long history with Mr. Goodman not showing up in court. So I set the bond for that reason. I'm keeping the bond as it is for that reason.
I freaking love Judge Oakley, man. You can just tell. He's one of the real ones who does not tolerate nonsense in his courtroom. Even when both parties agreed to let this clown walk free, Judge Oakley wasn't having it. He saw right through the BS and hit this guy with a brutal dose of reality. And honestly, that's exactly what a good judge should do. Stick to the law and hold people accountable. Let me know what you guys thought about that case in the comments. I thought it was, and honestly, super satisfying to watch. But don't go anywhere, because things are about to get even spicier. We're jumping into another wild courtroom moment, this time with Judge Boyd. And let's just say, this young defendant thinks he's in a rap battle instead of a courtroom. Let's watch how that attitude works out for him.
All right, why were you late for court?
I really don't got any excuse besides I got insomnia.
I'm sorry, what?
I really don't got any excuse, but I got insomnia.
He overslept, Judge.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
All right, so here's the thing. You need to be on time for court. Otherwise, you know what's going to end up happening? Whether you're 20 or 18, guess what? We'll make sure that you come on time. If you're not on time, we'll know where you are. You know how we'll know that?
Got my address.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, y'all got my address.
No, because you'll be in Orange and we'll bring you over from the jail. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
In school?
Yes.
10th grade.
All right, why did you only go to the 10th grade?
I dropped out
Why?
because there was like a lot of drama.
All right, so let me explain to you about drama. Drama is you coming before the court and not addressing the court properly. Drama is using slang and not proper English coming before the court. So my advice is you probably want to get your GED so that you can get a job, because now it is hard to get good employment without at least a high school diploma. And even if you have a high school diploma, it's still hard. Guess what? People who go to college, and I'm not talking to people who go to college and they're getting a degree in philosophy, finding a job. I mean, people who are going to college, getting a degree in engineering biology, they're all having a hard time finding employment. So you come along and you don't even have a 10th grade education and you're trying to get employment, it does not look good. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
I was employed.
So that's a no, right? You're not working?
No, ma'am.
So that means that your mom or somebody is supporting you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you come back here on the 27th, you're going to come on time and you're going to address the court properly. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. We have an excuse?
Yes. Once you sign the reset form.
I had to throw in that last clip because seriously, who talks to a judge like they're talking to their drinking buddies? You can't just roll up in court and act like you're chilling at the bar with your friends. It's wild. But anyway, what I really want to talk about is that previous sovereign citizen case. This guy was literally screaming on Zoom. I'm not even kidding. It was one of the most ridiculous things I've seen. And honestly, I think these sovereign citizens should be required to show up in person. It's easy to act tough behind a screen, but when they're face to face with the judge, that drama fades real quick. Also, let's be real. Some of these judges have been way too soft lately. I get wanting to be fair, but there's a big difference between giving someone a chance and letting them hijack the courtroom. Sometimes these sovereign citizens need a serious reality check, not a second chance to make fools of themselves. But hey, that's enough of my rant for now. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Was Judge Oakley being fair in that first hearing? Personally, I think he was more than fair. If you're enjoying this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, everyone.